Hey, Buffalo, Mr. Morris coming to you once again from my at-home principal's office, rocking my red, white, and blue today. I got the red Cardinal practice jersey. I got my blue retro Cardinal cap. We didn't do a Cardinal Day, but I think we should have. So I'm making red, white, and blue day also Cardinal Day because it just works out that way. And I thought today for my little check-in with you guys, I would show you show you around my office a little bit that I've set up here at home. Normally, this is just an extra room that I keep all of my fun stuff in, and I thought today I would just show you some of my favorite stuff that's in here. So I don't most of this I don't collect a whole lot of baseball stuff, but I do have some cool things that I wanted to show you. I have two. I have more, but these are my two favorite. I have two autographed baseballs from some of my all-time favorite Cardinals. And the cool thing about both of these is they were actually given to me by former students of mine. So this first one is signed by Scott Rowland, who played third base for the Cardinals in the early 2000s. A young lady that I once had in class named Olivia Lavis gave this to me. She is actually, I had her as a fifth grader. She is now in 12th grade and a senior in high school. And so she'll be graduating this year. And that same year that Olivia gave me the Scott Rowland ball, I also got this ball. This ball is signed by Stan Musial, who is considered to be the greatest Cardinal of all time. He spent his whole career with the Cardinals. He was an all-star 24 times. He hit 475 career home runs. So my autographed Stan Musial baseball is another one of my favorite things. And then I've got one more signed baseball that I am going to share with you. And most of you probably never even heard of this player, but he's got a special place in my heart, and I'll explain why. This ball is signed by Eric Komatsu. Eric Komatsu only played a small number of games for the Cardinals back in 2012. But the reason that this ball is so special to me is because he signed this for me on a day that was special for me. It was a day that I got to go to Busch Stadium and actually throw out the first pitch at a Cardinal game. And the reason that I got to do that was because back when I was a classroom teacher, I was a teacher at a school called Pond Elementary. It's out in Wildwood, and it was 2011. And that summer, while kids were out of school, I spent all summer painting my classroom and decorating my classroom to make it look like Busch Stadium. I'm going to throw some pictures up on the screen so you can see what my old classroom looked like. And so I worked hard all summer that year. And I remember being in my classroom watching Cardinal games as I was painting my classroom that year. And that year was not a great year for the Cardinals, at least in the beginning. As I was painting my classroom and decorating my classroom, the Cardinals were losing and falling further and further out of first place. But then about the middle of August, something incredible happened. All of a sudden, the Cardinals couldn't lose. They were winning games right and left. They were 10 and a half games out of first place at one point, but they ended up on the last day of the season. They managed to pass the Atlanta Braves, and they got into the playoffs that year, and they actually won the World Series that year. And a few months later, after they won the World Series, the Cardinals contacted me. They had seen some pictures of my classroom, and they wanted to invite me to throw out the first pitch at a Cardinal game. And because it was going to be Rockwood School's day at Busch Stadium. That was the school district I used to work for. So the Cardinals invited me to throw out a first pitch at Busch Stadium. They also brought the World Series trophy that the team had won the year before. I'll throw a picture of that up on the screen. And they brought it to my classroom, and all my students got to see it. So that was, one of my all-time, there's two things I love. Cardinal baseball and teaching, and that was one time in my life where those two things got to kind of come together. I got to share my love of the Cardinals with my students, as I'm kind of doing with you guys today, and it also just opened up some great opportunities to throw out a first pitch at Busch Stadium, to get the World Series trophy to come to my classroom. This is actually a replica of what that World Series trophy looks like. There are 30 flags on it because there are 30 teams in Major League Baseball, one for each team. And so this is my replica 2011 World Series trophy from that year. So I just wanted to kind of invite you in and share some of the cool things that I have in here. Maybe I'll share some more with you in the coming days and weeks. Yeah, as you guys know, yesterday an announcement went out, and it sounds like, unfortunately, our schools are going to be closed a little longer than we thought they would. So hopefully we see each other soon, and I can't wait to hear about all the things that you're doing with this time off. I know that you're learning. I've already talked to all of your teachers, and I know your teachers spent a lot of time yesterday just trying to help you guys get onto the Chromebooks, log into your laptops, and just that way we can start learning, and we'll really start picking that up on Wednesday. Remember, today is Red, White, and Blue Day, and I want to see your red, white, and blue. So send me those pictures, post them in the comments section. Let's see your red, white, and blue. It's going to be a great day to be a Buffalo wherever you are. Have a great day, guys.